Hey guys, welcome back to Fix It Phillip. We have a 99 Dodge Durango with a leaky AC evaporator core, so we got to tear apart the dash. So that's what we're doing today. So I'll show you guys how to do it. Here starts the fun job. We got to tear off the dash basically. Let's take off the glove box here. You squeeze, pull down, and pull out. You got a Phillips screw here for the kick panel on the side. One more right here. And this all pops off here. Light switch. And the cluster. Okay, we gotta take this plastic panel off here. This guy has this push button here for a horn. I guess the horn on the steering wheel doesn't work. All these connectors here you gotta take off. Goodbye, stereo. Okay, we got these 8mm bolts up here. I think there's 5 of them. Okay, now we got some brackets on the bottom. Okay, then we got these black brackets that run up to the steering column here. Take this off. This is for the shift position indicator going to the cluster. And then we got 2 more 10s back here. Okay, there's this other 10mm bolt here for the other bracket running to the steering column, right here by the gas pedal. We got a 13 over here, 2 on the passenger side. Then we got these 2 10s hiding right here. Okay, we got Torx in here. Okay, passenger side in the glove box hole. Disconnect the antenna connector there. Make sure you disconnect your battery. This is for the airbag. Come on. Blower, looks like blower motor. Okay, this is for the blower motor. This is a dome light. And then you got a big harness that's all connected in the back that leads to this. So we're gonna disconnect these connectors here. Get out of your home. Okay, we got this little ground wire here on the driver's side we gotta take off. Okay, driver's side underneath we got some wiring harnesses that we gotta disconnect. It's a 10mm right here. This here, this here. Oh, it's moving. We got a couple connectors in the back of the fuse box. You can see, but I can't see. Okay, so this thing's starting to come out. So make sure you get this connector off. And you can see that this whole wire harness is connected to the actual dash, which we're gonna leave. And you got a electrical connector here for the airbag module. Let's see if I can reach it. Yep, came out. So yeah, long story short, just make sure you disconnect all the connectors so you don't rip any wires or anything like that. Then we can pull this whole thing back. Okay, so I got all the wire harness connectors off. The only thing I didn't take off was this wire harness running to inside the actual steering column for the ignition switch and turn signals and whatnot. But I mean, you can take off the whole thing if you want, but this is plenty of room. It's far back enough that we can take out this air box, so we're just gonna leave it at that. So next step is That whole HVAC box has a bunch of studs. You can see them back here through the firewall side, so we got to take all those off. We got to take the heater hoses off, and we also need to take off the AC lines off as well. Okay, here's a diagram of the studs or bolts that run through. This is a picture of the inside of the vehicle, but these are the studs or bolts that run through the outside of the firewall. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 total that we got to take off from inside the engine bay. Okay, I'm gonna take off the air duct here for some more room. Okay, for the AC, looks like we got a 13mm nut right in the center. I already evacuated the Freon from the AC system, so that's all good. Make sure you do that. And then we'll start taking all these studs off. Like there's a hidden one, I believe, right here behind this heater. Oh, yep, there's one right there. Can you see it? Right there. Okay, here's the nut for the AC lines. Disconnect this connector here, and then we have 2 Torx right here. It's a T30, so we're going to take those off. And now you can pull this off. There it is. Okay, heater hose time. Take these 2 off. Just twist it and then pull it off. Okay, we got a vacuum line right here too. Take that off. Okay. Okay, now we got to get all these bolts off, or nuts. They're 11mm. Okay, there's another one down here by the transmission dipstick. Okay, looks like we got all the ones over here on the firewall. Now we're gonna go back inside. Okay, we're almost there. We just have this bracket here. We're gonna take off. There's an 8 right here. Okay, there's an air duct right here. I'm just gonna kind of push that to the side. Okay. Okay, here it is. Now we got to open this up and change out the evaporator core. Okay, here we go. A bunch of 8mm. Okay, and there's the evaporator. Okay guys, that's it on how to replace the AC evaporator core on this 99 Dodge Durango. I'm just going to put it all back together the same way we took it apart. I got new O-rings and new gaskets for the AC lines and for the expansion valve, and then we're going to do an evac and recharge on the AC system and make sure everything's all good. So thanks for watching Fix It Phillip, and remember, with Fix It Phillip, you can fix it. I'll see you next time.